If you're like us, you got a box of old 2600 cartridges just rotting in an attic or a basement, or maybe your kids are just too preoccupied catfishing pedophiles on Roblox or leaving troll messages in Elden Ring to care about Pong. But there are some classics in here that still deserve to be played today. Wizard of War, Missile Command, Spider-Man is awesome, and the biggest trouble nowadays with Atari consoles is finding one that works. These puppies are now 45 years old. Not only is the hardware in these things starting to give out, but technology nowadays has just surpassed coax inputs and RF switch boxes with exposed contacts that you have to screw in. And that, my friends, is where the good old folks at Hyperkin come in. The RetroN 77 is a modern clone or emulator console that actually plays your original 2600 cartridges. Not only does it have a really cool art deco that's consistent with all of Hyperkin's other consoles, but it also has a lot of quality of life changes as well as being HDMI out. That's awesome. Now you can upscale those beautiful 8-bit pixels into glorious 720p with a 16:9 aspect ratio. Or not, because stretching these games kind of makes me want to throw up. Now first things first, out of the box, you get the console itself. Now this is the new Amber version. There was a release that was sort of the classic black and wood grain style, just like the original 2600. But this is the most recent new release. And I gotta say, I really do like the look of this thing. I love translucent colored plastic. If something looks like a gummy and makes me want to eat it, then I'm that much more likely to buy it. It's got this cool sort of dark and light blue design going on. It looks real retro and really nice. Now beside the console, you also get Hyperkin's Trooper, which is their Atari clone joystick. This is probably the most important quality of life change besides that HDMI out. Now this controller, compared to the original Atari controller here, now this controller has made a few significant changes. The original Atari controller was pretty notorious for sort of digging into your hands here. Hyperkin have sort of shaved off the edges here, so it feels really nice and is a lot more comfortable to play long term. It also has two buttons. They both do the same thing, but it's there so it is interchangeable for right-handed and left-handed players. So you have the option of which way you want to hold this, which is really, really nice. It also continues that Amber style with these baby blue buttons and that blue deco. Looks really, really cool. And the build quality on this thing is fantastic. The controller is also still the original Atari Genesis port. So on the front, you can actually use your original Atari controllers with this if you would like. Note to self, also test a Genesis controller on this. Besides these, you also get the standard, thank you for your support and purchase and Hyperkin sticker. You get your instruction manual, black and white, but it's got your layout and how to set up and just use this console in general. It also has a whole section on homebrew games, which I don't have any to show you, but they do work on here and there is support on the RetroN 77 for those, so that is awesome. I'm glad that it's actually a booklet, not one of those accordion things, because hate those. You also get a micro USB cable and a power supply, which is always great. I love getting those wall converters so you don't have to hunt one down. And the last thing you get in here is the HDMI cable if you need one. The length on this HDMI cable isn't too great. I think that's like, I don't know, 2-3 feet, which is shorter than the micro USB cable and much shorter than the controller cable. The controller actually has a 10-foot cable, which is awesome. I love having that option, especially when you don't have a wireless controller, to be able to, sit back a little further and enjoy your games from a more comfortable position. But the HDMI cable, it's a little short, which kind of stinks, but it serves its purpose, and most people will already have an HDMI cable plugged up to their TV somewhere, so it is nice that you do get one. So that is everything you get with the RetroN 77 in the box, but I know why you're here, and what I'm excited for is to get some games playing on this thing. Let's check them out. So here we've got the 77 all set up and ready to roll here. We're going to start off with the all-time classic, Asteroids. So right off the bat here, we get to see my biggest pet peeve about this console, and that is that it boots up in 16:9. And that aspect ratio switch button is on the back of the console, so you have to reach around back there and switch it to that 4:3. I really do not like the way it looks stretched, but I guess I understand most TVs nowadays are a 16:9 aspect ratio, and that is what a lot of people will expect to See, so it's nice to have the option, but I do wish that switch was on the front. It would be a whole lot easier. I stink at this game, so nobody make fun of me. But yeah, the game boots up. The controller feels fantastic. It's really nice having that option of the 2 buttons. The stick feels great. There's really no drift or stiffness to it. It's really responsive and feels really good, which is nice because a lot of original controllers for the Atari have worn out over time and just don't feel too great anymore. Oh, scared me. Yeah, seeing these games playing in 720p, it's really, really crisp. There's really no fuzzy edges or anything. Everything looks great, as great as it can for the Atari. Pitfall. Yeet. Oh my god. Oh my god. I died. Okay. We got the snake. Ooh. Oh. Booby trap. Oh, I fell for the booby trap. Spider-Man. Label is gnarly, but this is one of my personal favorites on the system, Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man fun thing died. So yeah, the mechanic's kind of weird. You just sort of whip around and like kick criminals in the head, but like you can't web onto the windows. You can only like hit the criminals with your feet, and you can't hit them with your web because it'll like cut the web or oh my god. It's fun, but it is vastly infuriating. The green goober.
Spider-Man!
He's goobing. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Here's a game that has become one of my favorites. I'd played the arcade before, but I'd never played the Atari port. I don't know if it's supposed to be this flickery, but Wizard of War. It's like Pac-Man, but with guns. I guess wands, because you're a wizard. I don't know. I don't know if these are like monkeys or like dinosaurs. That's definitely a dinosaur. It's definitely not supposed to be this flickery. This is painful. What the hell? Oh. I think this game's just trying to put me into an epileptic seizure. All right, what now? Just so you all know, this is the 4th time I've played E.T. today. Due to various technical difficulties, recording not saving, audio not working. So yeah, my will to live is steeply declining. Oh god, these holes. You know, like I knew the story. I've seen the documentary. I just always kind of thought this game was like really not all that bad. Oh, let me go. Oh my god. I just thought, oh, Inspector Gadget. I just thought this game was like an old shitty game that like really wasn't all that bad, but just everyone sort of focused their energy on. But no, it really is that bad. Nothing makes sense. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. The mechanics aren't fair or fun. Oh my god. I don't even look like E.T. Like what is that? Oh my god. And I fall right back down in the hole. Come on. Get me out. And I'm back down in the hole, come on. And I'm down in the hole again. Oh my God, how do I get out? Oh my God, no, oh my God. Okay, just breathe, it'll all be over soon. Just checking and making sure the camera is recording. Yeah, that's it. That's enough ET. Something cool to note about this system compared to some other just Hyperkin clone systems is that it does actually boot into a menu if you open it with no cartridge. So it's got your license, and there's actually a handful of preloaded games here on that micro SD, as well as just an option for the cartridge. So I can't get Baby to work, but Muncher 71, this one's a pretty solid game. It's cool having some preloaded games on here, and this is from 2013, so that's pretty recent in terms of Atari games. So you're just trying to munch everything and not get munched. So here's Astron-1, or Astronomer 2018. So this one, you just kind of have like this radar thing. You just gotta like scan the star or asteroid or something. You just kind of gotta keep it on it while holding down the button. If it wasn't for the god-awful sound of the 2600, this would be a pretty relaxing game. It doesn't like you scanning the asteroids, that destroys all your progress on scanning the star. Oh my God, this game's frustrating. And then there's this one, Nexion 3D. Yeah, I just don't get this one. Like, I move the stick and like some things jiggle around. There's like a little guy there that if I hold down and press the fire button, it fires. And he does a little shoot. No, I just don't get it. Like, why is it Nexion 3D? Is it supposed to be 3D? Like, I don't get it. What the heck? Oh, what was that? Oh my God, Herobrine. Yeah, I don't get it. And then the last game on here is Baby. And it starts up, just says Baby. And I hit the thing and it says paused. And I like try to, I hit the buttons, I hit reset. Nothing happens. I hit mode and it just gives me a seizure. I hit fry. And it breaks the game. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the RetroN 77 from Hyperkin. Yeah, so despite some of the compatibility issues with some relatively high-profile games, this is a great way to get some of your classics running on your HD TV. The ease of use and overall quality of life improvements over using an original 2600 make this a really fantastic alternative for anybody who just wants to play their games or wants something a little bit more reliable. Or if you're like me, you just think it looks cool as hell. So yeah, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, comment, algorithm stuff, you know how to do it. We've got lots of awesome content on the Nostalgic Network. We've got stuff about toys, comics, TV, and tons of stuff about video games. So if you like that stuff, keep in touch with us. We got all of our social media, our Discord, and our Patreon down in the description below. So yeah, thanks for watching, and in the meantime, I'm gonna... Help me.